Wow. Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. I am so overexposed, but we're going to fix that right now. Shout out, round of applause from the live studio audience going out for Mr. Hodl. What up, Hodl? Good to see you in here. Get this light sorted out. There we go. That should do it. Oh, man, had such a good weekend. Gee, hope you guys had a good weekend, too. It was wild. It was fun. It was awesome. I learned a bunch of stuff. I learned a couple of things. What was the fun fact that I learned? One of the things I learned today. One of the things I learned was, have you ever played the game Tetris? Did you know that there's an actual move in the Tetris game called Tetris, right? And I've known about this game forever since I was a kid, right? And tell me if you know what a Tetris is. Do you know what a Tetris is within the Tetris game? I did not know that until yesterday, actually. I learned something this weekend. Did you know that? You know, like we have all the different shapes that are falling down the screen, right? You have the one that's a straight bar. It's got four squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And if you can line up all the rest of the shapes in the Tetris game at the base of the screen, and you get the bar that goes straight with this 4 squares long, and you get it into position, and that bar clears out 4 rows of lines at the same time. That's a Tetris. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that. I didn't know that until this weekend. So there you go. I learned something this weekend. I thought I would relay it to you guys. To get a Tetris, you must clear 4 lines on the screen at the same time. That is a Tetris. And you get more points for that, I guess. Okay, so there you go. For those of you non-professional Tetris players, you learn something new every day. All right, so let's get the show kicked off. Let's get the show started with today's, Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $116,520.81. You can buy, right here, 858 Satoshis for a single dollar today. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin, just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents. A Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis, so if you can save up 100 million Satoshis, you in essence have a whole Bitcoin. Okay, when you look at the price of Bitcoin at 118,000, it's down, boys, it's down. At 118,000, you might still feel it's unaffordable to you, right? You might fall for the unit bias and go and buy some crypto that's like not even scarce because you feel like you're getting more for your money. Don't do that, okay? Just buy Bitcoin, take custody, and live your life, okay? When you save in Bitcoin, you are taking the value of your hard-earned work and getting it outside the inflationary system. And just by doing that alone, the value of your purchasing power will go up. The value of your savings, the purchasing power of your savings will go up, okay? Let's say you're walking down the street, minding your own business. You look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day that penny will be worth 8.5 Satoshis, 8.5 fractions of a Bitcoin for a single penny. That is the Bitcoin strength. That is the Bitcoin strength. That's all I got for you guys right there. Bam. Bam. All right. So I have an announcement to make. My kids are back in school, and the way that the drop-offs and pickups line up, I need to change our time together. I need to change the schedule from 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to start the show 2 hours earlier, starting tomorrow. So we're shifting schedule. Starting tomorrow, we'll be streaming, buying Bitcoin here, doing this whole show at the noon hour, at the 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time hour. Okay, no more 2 p.m. We're doing 12 p.m. Okay. Originally, we moved the show to 2 p.m. because we thought maybe we could catch people on the way home on the East Coast. You know, like at 5 o'clock. But let's just get real. Let's just move it to lunchtime. You know. Now, if you're on SoCal time, if you're on Pacific Standard Time, you can learn about Bitcoin during your lunch. So now we're having basically daily lunch and learns. Okay, so come learn about Bitcoin. Get your popcorn, get your sandwich, because hopefully you packed a sandwich. You didn't go and buy lunch today. Hopefully you made a lunch and you took it to work. And now, since you have your lunch already with you, you could just pop open the Stack Bitcoin show, have lunch with me, and learn about Bitcoin and get motivated just to do a little stacking. Okay, so once again, just letting you guys know, we're moving the show to 12 p.m. PST. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be doing that going forward. I know it's last minute, but that's the best way for me to work out the schedule between my regular job and being able to do it during my lunch break. Okay, so that's it. We're doing 12 p.m. going forward, boys. All right, let's keep the show rolling by jumping into the next topic of the show. Of course, always. Why we stack? Why do we save in Bitcoin? What's the point, fellas? What's the point of saving in Bitcoin? If you're new to the show, welcome to the show. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I'm here to answer those to the best of my ability. I won't BS you. If I don't have the right answer, I will let you know, and I will go do the research for you and come back the next day with an answer. Okay? If you're new to Bitcoin, you're trying to figure out whether it's the right thing for you to save in or not. Ultimately, it's up to you. You're the one that has to hit buy. But let me show you something. Okay? The price, the purchasing power of the dollar goes down when you make more dollars. Okay? And how do we know there's more dollars being made? Well, because we're borrowing in dollars from ourselves, I guess, by selling bonds. The government creates money, and when they create money, they debase the dollar. Okay? We're currently at $37 trillion, $37.25 trillion almost in debt. That means that in order to pay off that debt, we have to guarantee that much money actually exists, right? $37 trillion is much more than the M2 money supply, right? So the difference between the M2 money supply and the debt we owe is how much more money is going to come into existence, right? I can't remember what the M2 money supply is off the top of my head, and I should bring that up. Actually, I'll bring it up tomorrow, so we have it on our presentation. But anyway, that difference guarantees that there's going to be more money printed, and as more money gets printed, say it with me, your money gets debased. The more money gets printed, the less each individual unit of money can purchase. Okay, so if there's only $10 in the world, $1 is pretty valuable. It can purchase a lot of things, right? If there's $37 trillion in existence, then one individual dollar can't buy that much stuff, right? Because one individual dollar doesn't represent that big of a percentage of the supply, right? So if there's only $10 in the world and you hold $1, you hold 10% of the value of that money, 10% of the pie, right? If you hold $10 in a $37 trillion pie, that's nothing, right? And as that pie continues to increase, the value of the dollars you're holding isn't the number of dollars you're holding might not change, but the things those dollars can purchase will change. You'll be able to purchase less and less things because you need more of those dollars, because each individual dollar is losing purchasing power as the longer you hold it, right? So what is the solution to this problem? Now that you understand the problem, the solution to the problem is you take the value that you've earned through your work and your job and your business, and you take it out of the money system that's stealing from you. You take it out of the dollar system, you put it into Bitcoin that has a fixed supply that cannot be inflated. And what happens? Well, now the value of your savings is preserved against inflation, right? And as inflation continues to eat away at other people's savings and value and retirement funds and all that stuff, your Bitcoin will continue to appreciate against it, and you end up becoming more wealthy over time just by holding Bitcoin. It's pretty amazing, right? Let me break it down to you like this for the final section of the show, which for the final to wrap up this segment. Okay, why do we save in Bitcoin? We save in Bitcoin because saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold a Bitcoin that represents those hours. That is it. Just like that. That's what we save in Bitcoin. Okay. Again, if you're new watching the replay, or for whatever reason you have a question and you are you're watching the replay, you can't ask during the live stream, Feel free to leave in the comments. I'll respond to you in the comments, or if your question is more involved, we'll feature your question on tomorrow's episode at noon Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're moving our time slot. Okay, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Show up live, bring a friend, share the stream. Yeah, that's what we do here. Okay, so real quick, since we're talking about what we're doing here, we started this show May 22nd, 2023, Pizza Day, Bitcoin Pizza Day, and we've been saving in Bitcoin ever since, live every weekday here on the show to show people that it's possible to do it with a little bit at a time. But our goal here for the show is to ultimately show the process of getting to one whole Bitcoin. We're currently at 0.4 Bitcoin, and it's a struggle, guys. It's a struggle, but we're gonna keep at it and continue to show the process here on the show. Okay. I was watching an options trading program earlier today, and they were talking about crypto, and the guy that was their expert was a total idiot. Either he's an idiot because he doesn't know any better, or he's an idiot because he knows better and he's sharing that stuff, right? He was telling people to buy like cryptos that you could stake, and it was like really like shady, and it was almost like they were shilling, like they were like, it's almost like I felt like they were shilling coins, you know. So I'm on there chatting and stuff, and eventually I got banned. I got banned on their chat for dropping truth bombs, and then I think to myself, God damn, dude, there's somebody here that's talking about crypto like it's something you can buy and hold for long term, like talking about like altcoins, like poop coins, right? I'm like, damn, dude, here I am streaming to two people. Here I am streaming to two people. I appreciate you being here, by the way. Thank you for being here. And while this guy's streaming to like thousands of people, like with this like misinformation, and it's just like really, you know, on that movie Dumb and Dumber, you know what really chats my, you know. And it's really like it frustrates me. It makes me a little bit angry to see that this person's saying that out loud to so many people, right? And like it's doing a disservice to the people that are trying to learn about cryptos or Bitcoin, right? And like that they don't have somebody on there that's like second guessing this person, or like saying, hey, is what this guy's saying true? Is what this guy's saying correct? Right? Because he's telling people to buy this like random altcoin that I've never even heard of before, right? It sounds like a pump and dump from my perspective. And he's telling people to buy that thing and to DCA into it and to stake it, to make money off of it, and to like earn yield, I guess, right? I'm like, bro, you're losing the plot. You lost the sauce. Like, and why is this guy even allowed? Why is this guy even on here? Anyway. So if it is like, it's like, oh man, this is what I'm working against. This is what we're working against. Okay. I need you to share this video. I need you to help me spread the word, because that kind of stuff, man, like I have no hope, no hope of saving anybody from the fiat games, from the crypto scams, if I can't even get people in here. Okay. So I know you guys do your best to show up, and I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't have enough of I don't know. I see like the thumbnails. Like I don't even click on these videos, but I see the thumbnails, right? I do a search on like on YouTube, right? And I search for Bitcoin. What do I get? What do I get? A bunch of trash. Look, this is what I get. I get all this trash. This guy. Cryptos Are Us. 808,000 subscribers. Bitcoin crypto correction. Is it over? Okay. Is it over? Sign of reversal coming? I don't know. Right? We'll see. Right? Like this bro. You won't believe why crypto is dumping. Okay. It's like such a, I don't know. The titles are so like this guy. 1.4 million subscribers, dude. 10,000 views on this live stream. 5 hours of time to panic. Bitcoin crash alert. This chart points out the dump to 88K. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what I'm working against. Damn it. It's crazy. It's crazy. These guys are gonna scare people out of like saving in Bitcoin, and they're gonna miss out. You know, they're gonna miss out on all these. You know, it's just I don't know, right? I'm gonna do some thumbnails like that this week. Some like really crazy thumbnails like Bitcoin's going down the toilet. I'm gonna put a toilet there with a flushing turd. I'm gonna make my face like that. Bitcoin's. What happened? I'm broke. All right, so I apologize to the two of you that are watching for my upcoming clickbaity titles and questionable thumbnails. Okay, we're gonna go full force. This is ridiculous. We're gonna go full force. I'm gonna take these thumbnails that I'm seeing here on the screen that are being used to spread FUD. I'm gonna weaponize it. I'm gonna weaponize them against them. I'm gonna use the same exact format, and it's gonna say things like to make it seem like I haven't even watched these videos. I don't even know if they're actually talking about Bitcoin going down or whatever. Right? But look, right there. It's like time to panic ? And then have like a stupid technical analysis that doesn't mean shit anyway, right? The Dan arrow on the big old Bitcoin B, 10,000 views in 5 hours. Oh man, can you tell how jealous I am? I'm gonna go watch that video just to see what he does. It's probably something stupid too. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Anyway, as you can see, that's how I feel today. A little feisty, a little annoyed that there's all this misinformation, all this FUD about Bitcoin, and it's going to cause people to lose out on like such a good opportunity. Okay. All right. That was fun. All right. Let's move on. Unless there's any questions, let's keep the show rolling. All right. Let's get back to the meat and potatoes. Back to the nuts and bolts. Back to the bread and butter of this show, which is, of course, stacking Bitcoin, because we don't only talk about it, we actually do it. Let's jump into the stack recap. Stack recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 12 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it every weekday, and here is the proof that we've actually been putting our money where our mouth is. Okay? There it is. We have, so far, in 2025, saved up $4,880 into Bitcoin and accumulated 0.5 BTC. That Bitcoin today is worth about 21% more. In other words, you would need 21.83% more of today's weaker money to buy the same amount of Bitcoin. In 2024, we did the same thing. We saved up $7,345 and accumulated 0.122 BTC. That BTC today is worth about $14,000. Again, Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin has gone up over 94% in the past year, right? We've gained 94% purchasing power on that savings. And of course, we've been saving here on Bitcoin, since May 22nd, 2023. And that means that in 2023, our Bitcoin stack is up to, since 2023, our Bitcoin stack is at, and I gotta fix this. 1 second. This is 2020. Is that right? 2022. Gotta fix this real quick. There it is. Ha! Got it. Okay. Since then, we've been stacking Bitcoin, and we've had, through the DCA process of this show, we've saved up $15,709, and today our savings are currently worth $32,700 for a gain of about 108%. We've more than doubled the value of our savings just by buying Bitcoin, taking custody, and holding it forever. Forever, Laura, forever. Okay? All right. We've done additional things here on the stream to catch additional Bitcoin, And of course, our full stack for the show is currently at 0.4175714 BTC, on our way to half a Bitcoin and eventually to whole Bitcoin. We are $9,614 away from a half a Bitcoin. We are 0.08242860 away from half a Bitcoin. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. All right, that is the stack recap. And yeah, that's how it works. Slow and steady. Let's look at our 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. And we are at days. We have 16 days left on our 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. We are at day, what's today? The 17th. Today's the 18th, so I have to buy another line today. But yeah, look at that. We're doing pretty well. We've saved $3,683 so far, and our stack is worth $3,811. We've gained about 3.48% on this stack, on these savings. Okay. And yeah, this contributes a lot towards the goal of getting to getting to 1 Bitcoin, because we're tracking that right here along with the purchases along with the 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge that we did last year. Okay. Or it was last year. I'm trying to do at least 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge per year. We might have to do this one again so we can get closer and closer to 1 BTC. All right, that's it. Super simple, right to the point, and yeah, that's how we've been doing it. Okay, so real quick, if you just showed up, reminder that tomorrow and every day going forward, the show will be moved to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Just a quick reminder before we do the actual buy for today. All right. That said, let's get into it. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $116,000. It's well above our average buy price for 2024. So today we're going to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin for the Stack Bitcoin Show stack. Okay. And now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, there's only one thing left to do, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where's that? Where's that? It's time to stack some Bitcoin. I need a haircut again. Chee. Yeah, Danny needs a haircut. Okay. So here, open up the Strike app. Boom. On Strike, you hit the buy button. Boom. We hit $20, buying $20 worth of Bitcoin today on the Stack Bitcoin Show. Hit next. Choose my funding option. There it is. I'm going to cut the music. Hit the drum roll, please. Hit confirm. Buying $20 worth of Bitcoin right now on the Stack Bitcoin Show live on August 18th, 2025. And there it is. Just like that, we've stacked an additional 16,958 Satoshis will be added to the stack. Moving over here to the spreadsheet so I can update it with today's purchase. Where we at? Right there. 8, 15, 25. And the price of Bitcoin we deserve today is $116,876.99 Bitcoin, about $20 worth. And that is 0.0001698 Bitcoin. 16,958 Bitcoin, just like that. It's pretty cool. All right, there it is. Why is that 15? Wait, that should be 18. 18, that's right. And 15 was Friday. Okay. So I missed a Friday purchase, so I bought it earlier today. I put it as 15, but I bought it earlier today. So I got it when it dipped, even when it was pretty low today. So that's already made 5 cents. Nice. All right, let's copy the data from this buy over to the spreadsheet. Here. This one should be. Also, this one should be Yeah, that's right, 15. All right, our new total for the show, for the strategic Bitcoin reserve of the Stack Bitcoin show is 0.41774098 Bitcoin. Dang, we're making progress, guys. Remember, the only number that matters in this whole sheet is this number going up. This number is going to fluctuate. This number is going to fluctuate, but this number needs to continue to go up because it means we have more Bitcoin in our possession, more Bitcoin in our wallets. Okay. The only number that you should care about going up is the number of Bitcoin, the number of Satoshis you have under your control. Okay. So on dips, don't get frustrated. Just buy because you're getting more Satoshis per dollar. On pumps, get stoked because you're gaining purchasing power, right? It's a win-win-win. Even if it goes sideways, it means you're getting more Satoshis for your money, right? So continue the DCA to BTC. That's the plan here, right? DCA to BTC. DCA to BTC, nice and steady. Keep it going. And that is the plan. All right, remember, we'll be back here tomorrow at noon for the new schedule, okay? Hopefully there'll be more interest around noontime because everybody will be at lunch and not working. So yeah, tomorrow I need to come in here and pump it up. Pump it up. Okay. So I think was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? No, last week on Thursday. I think on Thursday last week I was in here streaming to myself. Nobody showed up. I think that was the same day that I got blocked by this big account talking about options trading and I was trying to explain to somebody about how the money works and they banned me. And I think that flagged my account or something, so I wasn't getting any kind of promotion. I think so made it worse. So I need to watch what I say, I guess, so other accounts don't ban me. So sad. But yeah, so I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, okay, at noon going forward. That's the new schedule. Okay, let me go ahead and start to wrap this episode up. So let's see, where are we? There it is. Alrighty, Hard Hodl, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up. Round of applause and air horn for Hard Hodl. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully the noon schedule works for you, Hard Hodl. I hope it does. I'll let everybody know in the Discord that we're moving our schedule over to noon. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye, guys.